Good morning. Are you Mary Robinson?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Robinson, the best you can, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You can put your hand down. And will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
Sure, yeah.
Ms. Robinson, in cause number 24, BCCR 1116, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation December 2nd of 2024 for the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that was a 10-year deferred probation. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I thought it was 5 years.
Looks like it was for 10 years.
They told me it was 5.
It was originally a cap of 5 year.
Okay, so you had a cap of 5, but instead of me sending you to prison for 5 years, I gave you 10 years probation, which is what I'm allowed to do. The cap of 5 years just had to do with prison. And since I didn't give you prison, I gave you a longer probation back at that time. And we talked about that back then, and you went over the paperwork with your probation officer. Do you understand? Do you remember that?
They gave me 5 years.
I gave you 10 years deferred probation. So if you're confused about that, then now I'm telling you, you have 10 years deferred probation that started on December 2nd of 2024. Okay?
Mhm.
All right. So this motion alleges that your probation was violated. It's count 1 alleges that you violated by failing to report as directed.
I did
Listen, it's real important that you listen to what I'm asking you, and then I'm going to ask you if these things are true or not true, okay? And that's all. We'll have the explanation later. I'll give you an opportunity to explain later. Count 1 alleges that you failed to report to the probation office as directed October 7th, November 13th, and December 18th of 2025. And is that true or not true?
It was on the, I'm sorry, what you say?
So it was October 7th, November 13th, and December 18th that you did not show up.
No, I was supposed to report December, I think it was the 22nd. I showed up like the 20.
Did you report on October 7th?
No, I went like October the 20s. I want to say it was the 22nd because
So if you
I got
didn't,
another email, it was
listen,
supposed to be on the
if you
25th.
didn't go on October 7th, it sounds like you were ordered to go on October 7th and you didn't go. Sounds like you were told to go on November 13th and you didn't go. So did you go on October 7th?
This March, I went.
Listen, Miss Robinson,
I did go. I went. I mean,
listen to my
I've been
question.
in
Listen
2
to,
months.
hold on. Do we need to,
I think that there may be an issue, if I may, Your Honor, of her being medicated or not in jail. Ms. Mayfield can speak to that if it would help. I think it's like we're dealing with maybe 2 different individuals when she's medicated and when she's not. Do you have additional to add to that? Ms.
Right,
Mayfield?
would you raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Go ahead.
She was placed on my caseload, which is the mental health initiative. She was attending Spindletop. She was reporting as directed up until she started missing her appointments with Spindletop.
Okay. So what is the recommendation?
I would like for her to be placed, go through the forensic program, and I work hand in hand with them. So if I need to go to the appointments at Spindletop or communicate with the caseworker, I'm able to. So my recommendation was for her to go through that program, take medications as directed, and be placed on 0 tolerance.
So, Ms. Robinson, it sounds like for a little while you were going and doing what you were supposed to do with Spindletop.
I went to probation on the 26th. I got a letter. It's supposed to be on the 24th.
Right. So
Is
listen,
it
what
cool?
about were you going to
I'm
Spindletop?
not going to spend. I'm going to get a job. I got children.
So here's the thing. If you're going to be on probation, a condition of your probation that's required is that you go to Spindletop and go through the forensic program, take medication as directed, and go to any meetings, any counseling, anything. If you don't do that, then you're going to go to prison. You don't have a choice.
I understand, but I need a job
I would love for you to have a job, but you have to
because
get,
my life got cut off, and I honestly was in the streets trying to find out what my children is because I'm just like that.
okay? So here's the thing. Are you willing to follow the directions and go to,
Need a job, like.
I'm not talking about a job. I'm talking about going to Spindletop and getting on your medications and doing what you're supposed to do so that you can get a job.
Yeah, I need a job like right now because
I need you to go to Spindletop. Are you willing to do that? It's not, is it fine? Are you willing to follow those
Yeah.
rules? feel like we're gonna be right back here.
I was just inquiring if Ms. Mayfield, judge, if ISF cognitive might be able to regulate her medication. I don't know their procedures on dispensing
I
medication.
don't know if, I think the only special needs SafeP, I know, addresses that, but I don't think ISF cognitive does. Um,
No.
no, I didn't think so.
Right after that structure, we're just right back here on the same thing.
So if, do you have a place to live when you
Yes,
get
ma'am,
out?
I do. I was gonna get a job. I'm trying to get a vehicle. I need to go straight to work because like
You've got to go straight to probation and straight to
Yes, ma'am,
Spindle
that's fine. I
Top.
did. It's just that they told me she was in court, so I had to be understanding. And I had to walk out.
But you stopped going to Spindle Top. You were going and then you stopped.
Because I feel like I need to go get a job. I don't want to be like,
You can't do that though. If you don't go to Spindle Top and
Yeah.
if you don't do what probation tells you have to do, then you're going to be back in front of me and you're going to end up in prison.
yes, ma'am, I understand.
That's there's no other option.
Yeah.
You don't get to choose whether you go or not at this point. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
So I guess what we can do instead of going through, she's obviously didn't comply with Spindle Top. I'll find count 3 true, just based on the evidence presented today. Let's see, from probation, you're sworn in as well. Did she report October 7th, November 13th, and December 18th? Okay, so I'll find count 1 true. Count 3 true. That's enough for what we need to do here. So, Ms. Robinson, what I'm going to do is find count 1 and 3 true in your motion to revoke.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to find that you didn't show up when you were supposed to and that you didn't follow through with Spindle Top like you were supposed to.
Yes, ma'am.
What that means is right now today, I could revoke your probation and send you to prison. But it sounds like probation doesn't want that. Nobody wants that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
But we want you to be successful. So I'm going to continue you on probation.
Okay.
But I am ordering that you will go through the forensic program through probation and required to follow through with Spindle Top, take any medication, any treatment, counseling, whatever they say, you have to do it. I want you to get a job as well, but you have to make your mental health first because then you'll be able to get a better job and do better. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so probation will talk to you as soon as you're released from custody, go to probation so you get a track, get those appointments, and so that you're not back in here. Because if you don't, and you refuse to go to Spindle Top and you don't show up for your appointments at probation, you're going to be right back in here and I won't be able to give you this opportunity. Okay?
I understand.
All right, you can go back with the bailiff.
In this hearing, the court reviewed Ms. Snyder's failure to pay her court-ordered child support of $281.50 per month, noting she had made only a $5 payment in December 2023 and nothing significant for over 2 years, resulting in thousands of dollars in arrears. Her attorney argued that she was unemployed, homeless at times, lacked identification, and faced transportation issues, which made it difficult for her to find work, while also requesting time to seek a modification of the support order. However, the judge emphasized that she had made little effort over the past year to secure employment, obtain her ID, pursue education like a GED, or apply for available factory jobs despite known labor shortages. Finding that she failed to exercise due diligence and willfully did not comply with the court's order, the judge held her in contempt and sentenced her to 21 days in jail with 6 days credit, but allowed her to avoid serving the remaining time if she paid a $500 purge amount by a set deadline, warning that failure to do so would result in further jail time.